everybody, welcome back to psychotic talking of weeb shit.
So, why does it gotta be psychotic?
Psychosis Collective, come on.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean psychotic.
Disconnect with reality is close enough.
No. No, it's not.
I want it to be. Please say I'm closer to sanity. No. So, today we're talking about gamers with an exclamation point.
No.
Oh yeah, do you want to explain the situation?
Crap. No, I'm looking up the definition of psychotic. Because this is important.
Because this is... Oh my god. No, not Google.
I hate the fact that you're right about this. Psychotic, a person suffering from a psychosis.
Yes. You didn't know those were related?
Fuck.
I love being right. I love being me. I had my happy pills today. So, we're talking about gamers with an exclamation point after talking about whether or not we are psychotic.
Yeah, so just as a heads up, if you guys have made it this far, and even though we just started, we had to do a little bit of change of plans. I know this week it was supposed to be Gossick, but
somebody doesn't have his shit together.
Real life's a bitch.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it had to revolve around one that Andy recommended to me before, and like I had kept up with watching. So reason being is because I know what you're gonna ask, like yes or no, and obviously since I caught up with it, it's an emphatic yes.
Okay, so the reason why I found this, I clicked a random button and it took me to the show, and I loved it.
It was fantastic. This is relatively a newer series. Like
this was last season.
Well, I was just about to say the first season finished about maybe a month ago, give or take.
I think it's been a little bit longer than that, but
from when you were recording this.
Yes, which will be, I don't know how many recordings we have lined up already, but
yeah. But regardless, as of the time we're recording this, because I'm not gonna date this. Because
you've already dated it, man. Like, we know when the season ended.
I said give or take about a month. I never said exactly what day.
Sure, whatever.
Hey,
we'll put it out there.
Shut up.
Okay.
Hey, shut up.
I didn't date it. I only put it within a week or two. God. So we got a yes from me, a yes from you. Should we get into why it's a yes?
All right. So yes, I'll start with just a quick summary. So the whole idea behind this, which is like, I loved it because the whole story revolves, like, the main character, the main guy in it, like, it starts off at a point in the series, like the first episode starts off at like an episode that's like in the middle of the season.
That's it's the end of episode 6, the beginning of episode 7.
It's legitimately the middle of the season because the season's only 12 episodes.
And can I just say, the stare down is fantastic.
It's literally just a freeze frame of like the scene, and like it's going around in like a circle to all of these characters. You have no idea what they are. All you're hearing is their unbelievably freaking out like thought processes, and like it's just like, oh my gosh, I knew it, she's cheating on me.
Oh, okay. Should we go into like what the core of this show is? The core is there are 3 girls and 2 guys in this love web.
that is actually a good way of wording what it is, because it's like it's
Well,
so messed up. It's more like a love pentagram at
well,
this
okay,
point.
okay, okay. But the great part of it is that everybody else is shipping everybody else
Yes, they all think the others are like with each other,
for
even
different
though.
reasons.
And the funny thing is like it's very clear that like flat out like these two are dating and these two are dating, but they all think that they're cheating on each other with others, and
Yeah, it's a mess. I love
it's a
it.
it's a giant mess. And I like at the first episode, like they're going around thinking all this stuff, and you're seeing their thoughts,
And you're just all like, how did it get this bad? Like,
and they're just like oh, but like one of the thoughts is like, oh, it can't possibly get any worse, and then the show chimes in with bullet points that says, oh yeah, it
oh
does.
yeah, no, it gets worse.
Like they they actually did that, where it's like they don't really leave you on suspense to that degree. Like they just flat out say, yeah, it's bad. and
I
like
think it's
and then
framed more as a mystery rather than rather than like an intense situation. It's more like how did it get to that point?
exactly, that's what I was about to say, is like that it takes away from like the suspense, but it leaves you with a mystery. Like, okay, it's like the how does it get worse?
Yeah. Well, like when I know we've had this conversation before because what conversation haven't we had before with these? But this is the one of the best examples for a goddamn hook.
It it actually is, like, it
Because
hooks you.
like you want to know how it got that bad. Who are these people? Why are they like death glaring at each other? And my favorite part was the twist. Because the things didn't go as planned if you don't remember.
Oh yeah, things didn't go as planned, just because the main character just kind of
Jump the
s-
gun.
he slipped up on what he was gonna, like, what the whole situation was about, and
Should
it
we
worked.
should we just be like if you want to watch the series like just stop here because we're gonna
Oh yeah, we're trying to kind of avoid spoilers up to this point, but like,
but like
spoiler spoiler warning. So
watch the
okay,
show.
yes. So, well, actually, here's a whole, like, going back to what, like, how the show really starts, quote unquote, leading up to that is, they're in high school. The main character's name is Keita,
Yep.
and he's he's just your standard gaming otaku kid, whatever.
He's a filthy casual.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
Well,
Like
no, that's how he starts. He starts by being like he's
well,
just playing like handheld games and
yeah, he's loves playing games and stuff. But then it's the fact that at school he's approached by, is it at school? No, it's at the game store.
at the game store he's approached by Karen Tendo.
Yes.
And she is the most popular person in the school at this point.
Yes.
And she
She's
is the head of the gaming club.
yes. She's like all the guys in school want to date her. She's super popular. She's got her life super together. She's an ungodly good gamer, like competitive gaming. And like she sees this guy and like takes him to like the gaming club and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because
And can we just say that God is just awkward with that just that start is just like she's hinting at it and then he is like he's like picking up on it and then gets thrown a curveball and like
okay, here the best part is like she's just like showing him around the club, introducing him to people, and he's just like, they find out that he's not good at at games, but he
he's
has fun playing them,
he's
and
awful.
he's so awful. but then it's one of those things where she's just like, don't worry, like she's like, it doesn't matter that you're like if you're bad or not, like a casual playing's not bad, and like even the other club members who are like super competitive join it. It's like yeah, it's like we'll teach you. It's like there's nothing wrong with that. Like you can get better. Like you join the club, and like he's just having the thoughts of he's like, I finally found a place where I belong, a place where I can have friends, I can call home. It's like, so what do you say? You want to join? No,
Immediate
I'm
no.
good. Just
Nope.
no, I'm good.
I'm not. He's well, like he doesn't want to be competitive in gaming. Like
No, but it's the fact that the next episode starts with him just sweating, just like, why did I say no?
I don't think that I have yelled at my screen as much at the end of each episode.
It's so funny.
Like there have been shows that we have watched that I have had to yell at. Like there was just no choice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is one of those where it's just all like just don't do anything stupid. Don't do it. And can I say that I am pleasantly surprised with the amount of win.
What do you mean by amount of win?
So like let's go to episode 6. Let's drop the ball.
Oh yeah. So well, real quick, leading up to it is the whole like you're introduced to Chihaki, who she's a fellow gamer. She's basically a female version of Keita.
Well,
Um,
actually, it starts off with Sasuke.
well, I'm just going in the list that
Oh, okay.
the wiki's giving us. Well, I'm not going in order. She's introduced. Keita gets introduced to her by the guy uh, Urahara. Uehara.
Yes.
He's trying to like sees Keita as like an older like a middle school like when he was in middle school he was like Keita. So he's trying to just kind of like help him and be friends with him and stuff like that.
He's trying to help him, and at some point that just doesn't go as planned.
No, because like things just turn out wrong because it's like they kind of bonded a little bit when he learned that like Keita is just a very casual gamer.
And Uehara or Tasuku is dating Aguri,
Which god damn, she's awesome.
who who liked him from when he was nerdy.
Yeah, and he did everything he could when he went into high school to not be to try to be the cool guy.
What I'm gonna say is that has to be one of my favorite moments.
It's one of those things where it's like he's like Uehara is just he's the cool guy. Like he's worked very hard to be the cool guy, and like he's not happy because it's just like people are with him just because of the way he is now. He doesn't feel like he's really himself, and it's just like he even thinks he's like, why am I even dating Aguri? Like she only likes me because of the way I look now and who I am now.
And that was
And
the episode before. And
yeah,
then
he
it
just that's all they
ends with her saying that she liked him from before he was popular.
yeah
And
because he asked
like the
he
next episode is him crippled being like, why is she cute now?
Yeah, because it's just one of those things where he asked her, he's like, why are you even with me? She's like, oh, because you were nice to me and you gave me that stuffed animal back
Yeah, you want
so
a
many
toy.
years ago.
And, yeah.
Yeah, you won a toy and you gave it to me. And from back then,
And
and
he's like,
he's just like, he's like, wait, what?
just earth shattered, like.
Like he's freaking out, like sweating, like wondering what the heck happened. He's like, this isn't supposed to happen. Why did she like me since I was in middle school? I wasn't like this in middle school. This is not right.
So there's one more huge relationship that we haven't talked about, and that's between Keita and Chiaki. Chiaki?
Chiaki.
Okay, so Chiaki and Keita, on the surface, in person, hate each other.
The thing is they are so much alike, and when they were
Yeah,
introduced they became such close friends because like
like immediately.
they're both very casual gamers that love the same kinds of games. Like they were perfect for each other, and like Uehara was just like, wow, these two are like perfect for each other. Maybe like whatever. They became such good friends, and one thing
Such
drew them
great,
apart.
such great enemies immediately.
The whole thing that it stemmed from was Keita thinking that like putting hot girls in games was more important than a different aspect to one particular game.
Actually, I don't remember what the exact reason was. I didn't think that was it. I thought it
No,
was.
it was the fact that I think it was like Chiaki liked the scenery and stuff like that,
Oh
I
yeah,
want
and
to
he
say.
liked the story.
Well, he liked the female characters in the story.
Yeah, which was I
That
think
was
how it was. Yeah, that's how it was described, and
which I'm sorry,
it became war.
that they started just hating each other after that.
Okay, but the complicated part about it is that Chiaki actually is an underground game developer that Keita loves.
Yeah, that Keita like he's loved all of the designer's work, and like he and one and he made a very close special friend to him in the games that actually turns out to be Chiaki.
Who's the
And like
same person. Well, he thinks that the two different names are two different people online and that Chiaki's another person, so he thinks that she's three different people.
yes. Well, he doesn't know that she is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And it's funny because like Uehara figures this out because like he caught Keita playing the game, and like he explained about like the friend in the game, like how very special this person is to him, and like
and what the name was and all this other
and
stuff.
all that. And then like when he's hanging out with Chiaki and stuff, like she pulls out her phone and like starts playing the game a little bit, and like he looks over because and he knew and
Same.
he's like, oh yeah, I recognize the name. He's like, and he knew that like where your name is, and like he looked over, he's just like, oh crap.
Yeah, this isn't good. What? And then.
I think going on that real quick, I liked one of the later episodes when they're all hanging out and stuff, and like Chiaki learns that what Keita's name is online,
Oh my god.
and like it
The
was just
game
like
of life.
that was going on, and
Oh my
like
god. I almost cried. I was laughing so hard.
I just loved how at the end it was just one of those things where it's just like, and where like Uehara was just like. Chiaki finds the phone or whatever, like Keita's going on about it, and like he just has the idea, like Aguri just looks at him and she's like, what's wrong? He's like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Like,
He's like, I just can't watch this as the whole thing like unfolds.
oh my god, it's glorious. But
Because,
then Chiaki says Konohara, who's her sister, is the actual developer, who she has no freaking clue. All she does is play the stuff.
yeah, she's
Oh, oh my god. And now she's in the mix. So there's now four girls, two guys. I'm just
yeah.
oh.
Well anyway, like in the earlier things leading up to like where the show started, it was just like, okay, so basically you got Keita, who's whatever. You have Chiaki, who hates him. You got Uehara, who's trying to basically like play the in between everybody and like trying to help everybody.
Can I get a timeout real quick? Can we just talk about how creepy Karen is?
Oh, Tendo. Oh my gosh, I was getting to that.
Oh,
I was getting to that. Tendo's still there, but it's the fact that like she's practically stalking Keita.
up until the halfway point, because she gets rejected with the whole
For like
gamers club thing, and she's
and
like,
she's never been rejected. She's only only rejected people. So
it's,
like it
oh my god.
so for some reason that like clicks in her head, and like she like really really like falls for Keita, like in a romantic way, to the point where like the episode where it's just showing her daily life, what it was
What it was
before, and then
before
just
and then
how it
after.
gets
It's just,
destroyed.
she's a mess.
She's a complete mess. Like
I love it.
her entire daily life is just in shambles because of it.
Oh, it's so
But
funny. I love it.
but then on top of that, it's the fact that Keita is hanging out with Aguri, which is Urahara's girlfriend, and like they're literally like a brother and sister. Like they're friends. They're good friends.
Well,
They have
they're
no romantic things for each other.
what's funny is they're what they always do is they talk about dating advice for the other couple.
Yep.
So like Aguri's trying to ship Karen and Keita, Tsuku and Aguri. Keita's trying to keep that together, but he's not sure because he thinks Karen's cheating on him with. It's just a fucking train wreck. It's so stupid.
It's pretty much one of those things where it's like Urahara gets jealous and thinks that Aguri's cheating on him with Keita.
Well, like
By
my favorite one is Karen and Tsuku both like exasperating him like they're growing up together. Oh my god!
and like Urahara flat out just asks Aguri at one point what she thinks of Keita, because like he's just sick of it.
Yeah,
He's sick of wondering, and then she's like, "Oh, he's like pretty much like an annoying little brother to me."
And he's all like, "Thank fucking god."
He's like, "Oh my god," but he still gets jealous and mad. Because like
Which is funny because he wouldn't even get jealous and mad beforehand, but now he does.
Because he actually likes her.
Yeah, because he actually likes her now. Like they were
Because
dating and he starts liking her after like a year.
it's like, cool, you actually realize just she's actually cute. Like here's the worst part about this series for me. It's like, normally in shows like this, you have the character, or like when there's like a giant love web like this, there's always that one character where you're just like, I don't care if they end up alone. I like all these characters. Like, I like all three of the girls, and I'm just like, I feel so bad with one of them getting left out.
Alright, so let's talk about one final... I want to touch on one final thing. We've been recording for 22 minutes now, so I know.
This show deserves to be talked about.
But I wanted to give just a little bit of time to the ending. Or should I say the lack thereof.
Yeah, like, okay. So the weird part is the final episode is titled Intermission. And then it just ends on a note like any other episode, even though it's the last episode of the season.
It's not every other note. I think it was much more dimmed down.
Yeah, it was just like, it just kind of ends on them all just going to sleep and not playing a game.
But I don't know. So there has to be a second season.
Yeah, like that's what I was
be.
getting at with like the title of the second one. Like, you brought up a good point, because I forgot about that was the title of it.
Yeah, no, the title of the last one is Intermission. And
so you would assume that means that they're gonna make another season, which I hope they do.
But as it sits now, it's kind of disappointing.
I will say that the entire series is fantastic, but just that ending is just like, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
It really does. But that being said, I do have high hopes that there were enough people that liked the series.
Oh yeah, I'm
hoping it gets a second season. Like, it has to get a second season. It was so good. It was really well written.
The characters were all likable. A lot of them were relatable. Like, it's just the way, like, how socially awkward and just like the gaming style, everything. I related a lot with Keita.
There's a lot of jumping around, so sometimes it can be a little bit confusing as compared to just a normal straight line show. But but when you're focusing on 5 characters, like, you're gonna make a mess.
We never explained this. The whole story of the first half of the series is leading up to episode 6, where the show started. The whole thing was, Keita was just gonna ask Tendo to be really good friends. Was just going to be friends because, like, they were both very in that awkward stage where, like, they're too scared to really, like, talk to each other. And like,
Karen keeps getting like blank faced by Keita, and she's just losing her shit.
And like, Keita thinks that she doesn't really like talking to him because he turned her down.
Because no, because when he straight faced whatever she was talking about, and Karen gets flustered about that, and then just like, I can't, like,
I can't breathe.
Full tsundere, like, I hate you, you motherfucker, like, can't believe I came out and talked to you and you didn't join my club, blah, 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 blah. Acting like a bitch. And...
But then it's like, it's one of those things where, like, Urahara sees both sides, and he's trying to hook them up, but then it's like, he's like, okay, he's like, yeah, by the way, I told the whole school that you're gonna ask her to be friends. And like, he sets that up as a trap.
Just because he wants to see if Aguri gets jealous at Karen and Kate. No. That was...
Jealous that Keita's going to talk to, like, basically, quote-unquote, like, ask another girl out, essentially.
Yeah, so he wanted to see what her reaction was going to be, because she and Keita were, like, at the very end of that 6 episode thing, were hanging out together.
But yeah, so it's one of those things where, like, Urahara was seeing if Aguri was cheating on him. Aguri was thinking that Urahara was cheating on him.
And he fucking asks her out.
With Tendo. And then Chiaki thinks that Urahara is cheating as well. Because she kind of has a thing for him.
Yeah.
And it was just like, just the whole thing, the looks they were giving each other. It was just like, oh my god, that look.
But the stare down was so good.
Because they were just like, if they look at me during this entire, at all during this, it means they're cheating. And they're all just staring at each other.
And then he's just like, yeah, you want to go out?
Yeah,
just...
Instead of asking to be friends, it's the fact that he just keeps having, like, thoughts back to, like, practicing through a dating simulator.
Yep.
And like, instead he slips up being like, will you go out with me? And he's like, and like, it takes a second, and like, well, immediately Tendo answers yes.
Yeah, immediately she's like, yeah. And he's like,
he didn't click with him. And he's like, oh wait, I accidentally asked you the wrong... What? And like, everybody else in the school's like, what?
The gears were turning so hard. It was so good.
That little hamster was going berserk.
Oh.
But like, it was fantastic. So it's like, Keita and Tendo start dating. They don't know how to date. Period. And like, they're, and like, any attempts at their dates go horribly wrong.
Well, the funny thing is at the end, I'm always like, you nailed it. Like he has that one nailed it point.
Yeah, like, he actually, like, shows how much, like, he's quote-unquote mature and grown up, and that is just like, wrench.
So, like, I mean, a lot of my problems with these kind of shows is that the main character is fucking useless.
But he's not. Everyone is useless.
Actually, they have their own merits. Like,
yes, they do, which makes them work. But at the very end of the day, they're all useless because nothing gets accomplished. No, things get accomplished. I will go with things get accomplished. Shit might hit the fan, but things get accomplished. Shit might hit the fan. Oh my god.
Like just putting Kaida and Chaiki in the same room together was like, that was progress. Like,
Yeah, just getting them to talk to each other again.
yeah, like there is progress, but the progress is like you get invested in the characters and they feel like monumental things for these characters to get over. But like just talking about it and reflecting on it, it doesn't seem that bad from like our perspective. But then again, we might not have had those problems. Like,
Here's something that I'm really happy about this series. The fact that you like it is there was really no main plot line in a sense. It's all about the characters. And
there is a plot and it's continuous.
Well, I mean, the plot is based around the characters themselves, and it's it's the fact that if you don't like the characters, you're not gonna like the show. So it's like the only series that we've watched where, like, it's character driven that you like.
Maybe.
Out of the ones that we've reviewed.
Because I think out of the ones we reviewed so far, well, like, that's not completely the case. Nichijou is completely character driven.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's weird considering we were just talking about it before we started this.
I'm like, Nichijou is completely character driven. There's the completely character driven, was it Hanamaru Kindergarten?
God, that show.
I'm still having to take syringes for the high fucking glucose. Oh my god! Oh, the diabetes. It was.
I need to take insulin.
Insulin, please.
Anyways, so I got a question about gamers.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this. Out of all 5 of the main cast, because they don't really do too many side characters, who is your favorite?
Oh fuck.
I have mine, and you already know who it is, or you should know who it is.
I think I know who yours is. You like Aguri, right?
No.
No.
My favorite.
You like the Chiaki? Yeah.
I fucking love her. She is
Chiaki,
perfect in every sort of way. Like, I looked at that, I'm like, I wish I could find a girlfriend like that in real life. She's perfect. Like, she's like super cute. She's a huge gamer. Like, she knows her shit. God, just everything about her. She's super quiet and shy. Like, everything about her, I'm just like, I love it.
Actually, I'm gonna say something that I think's gonna surprise you. I think I'll go with Kaeda.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say Keita?
Because he's kind of the linchpin. Like, he takes something, people are being competitive, whatever, and he brings, like, enjoyment to other people who are getting into it, even though he's not necessarily that great. He really does, like, keep people going.
Yeah. No, I agree, because it's just like when Urahara first meets him, like, they start playing a fighting game together, which, by the way, when I first saw that, I'm just like, I know this game!
I know. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I'm gonna not hear the end of this shit. Like,
because it was Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I saw that, I'm like, I know this game. I play this game. I own this game. I love this game. So, it's one of the very few fighting games I actually love. I'm just like, yes, but it sucked because he was playing my main character.
And he was bad. Well,
but it's the fact that he was having fun playing it.
Well,
and like even later on when he was playing with Chiaki and Tendo in the racing game.
Yeah, the Mario Kart wannabe.
Yes, it was the fact that they were being ungodly competitive with each other. Meanwhile, Kata's just in the back chilling in like last place, and he's just like he's like, oh my gosh,
Actually, he
I
did
got
catch up with them.
he did catch up because he got really lucky items. He's like, I'm gonna win, and then he launches something that blows
It was a
himself up.
yeah, no, it was a 50-50 chance. He had a 50-50 chance of hurting everyone else or hurt himself.
And it's the fact that he was actually gonna win regardless. But
Was
he
it?
still, yes,
Oh,
because they're just like, why did you use that? You could have won.
yeah.
But he wanted to use that as as just a chance. Like, yeah, he wanted to win. Every gamer wants to win. That's the point of games, is you want to win. And it's like, but it's the fact that he doesn't care if he doesn't win.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that just having a character that,
Which that defines casual gamer.
well, yeah, but like him being a casual and being able to like reinvigorate people who are like very hard stuck into what they're doing, like it's nice.
Yeah,
I
like
liked it.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I like every character in this series.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
really.
I I love Karen's meltdown. Oh, it's delicious.
Which one?
All the entire thing. The whole downward spiral was just beautiful.
It's just when she's first introduced, and like
Oh.
her heart is just like, "Do you like Kata?" And like her face just turns steaming red.
Just like
She just starts laughing hysterically, and this walks away and correction, runs away.
yeah, no, she was
Doesn't she run into something?
yes. Yeah, no,
It's so bad.
she's a character. I love it. But
And then just like her rejecting everybody that like asks her out.
I don't, whatever. But we should probably look at wrapping this one up.
Oh my gosh, I love this series so much. It's one of those where I'm recommending it to like all of my friends and like my coworkers and stuff like that.
All right.
Cause it's sad. You've been having me watch more series that like I can make recommendations to people.
I have good shows and very bad shows.
Yes, I do not recommend the bad shows to people. One day, oh my gosh, I was talking with one of my coworkers and he brought up, he's like, yeah, one of my friends has started watching Testament of Sister New Devil. I'm just like,
Yes.
well, it wasn't because of me. I looked at him, I'm like, oh my god. And he's just like, yeah. He's like, I told him not to watch it when like other people are in the house or watch it with headphones. And I'm just like, yeah. He's like, apparently apparently this guy watched it and like, and I think he said like his mom was like walked in.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
It's not what it looks like.
It's so bad. I love that show.
Like I told him, I'm like, the show is fantastic, but I felt unclean after
It's
watching it.
it's a dirty show. It's dirty.
Yeah, it's just like certain things like that where it's like, I know these shows now, certain shows.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing is like you if you don't like I dab in a lot of things. You know, got to do the dab. But I
God, I want to let you know.
well, I was going to say I just dab into a lot of things because then you kind of find what people like really really hate or really really like. And like middle of the road shows I have more of a problem with than really bad shows.
Yeah, it's like it's better if it's really bad or really good, because you'll go one way or the other, and like you'll either watch it because you hate it so much, or because it's just like, God, why does this show suck? Next episode, or
Oh.
it'll be like, oh my God, I want to watch more.
So there was a question that I was gonna ask right at the beginning, and I didn't ask it because I'm fucking retarded. And this isn't to you, but newer shows, are they good thing to be bringing up on this channel or no? Like,
I'd say yes, because they're more like people are more willing to like look into newer stuff.
I
And
mean,
it's one of those things where it's like people a lot of the times, and like I've noticed with like YouTube and stuff like that especially, is people are more likely to watch things based off of what's in now and like what's brand new.
do you want me to give you spoilers about what's brand new that I'm watching?
Oh God.
Evil or Live.
Huh.
It's a,
I think I may have heard about that.
it's a very, very interesting show. So we'll throw that one down the pipes later down the road.
Yeah, because I know the first video we did was Kaijo, and that was like still new at the time.
Oh my god, that show was so funny.
Like, I love these like humor-driven shows. Like, I love them.
See, uh, yeah, I love comedies, but we're gonna have to talk about Hellsing.
Oh yes, because next week we are doing my suggestion, which is Hellsing Ultimate. Not just the regular series, it's the Ultimate OVA. Because I personally liked that a little bit more. Because I watched a few episodes of the normal Hellsing, and it was different. And how I actually got into watching Hellsing Ultimate was because of Team 4 Star's abridged series of it. I watched it like when that only had a few episodes out. I went back and watched the actual series because I'm like, okay, I gotta actually watch the regular series just so I can understand some of this. And yeah, so
All right,
that's how I found it.
cool. We did our thingy. We did our thingy. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah,
Hopefully
check out
you
Gamers.
enjoyed. Check out Gamers.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's
Ga-
it's fantastic.
And Gare Zero is also coming down the pipes because we got that as a suggestion on one of our videos. So if you have suggestions, please let us know.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's the one.
Zero.
It was by the same creators of the Time one.
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate, yeah.
Shit.
But I'm gonna come out and just say that I'm liking it better.
Okay. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, oh my gosh. Like, Steins Gate was different, and like
The starts were pretty rough, but
for what it was fine. Like, for it nailed its genre down perfectly. It's just I thought it was boring. Even when it picked up, I thought it was boring.
But Gare Zero, and it's looking promising. So I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
But so we're doing Hellsing Ultimate, and I'm gonna drink more because I am not an alcoholic yet.
Cool. I don't drink.
So until next time, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.